Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Yuri on Ice, episode 3, called I Am Eros and Eros is Me, Face Off, Hot Springs on Ice.
That is quite the title.
The titles in this anime are very complex. Last episode, Russian Yurio showed up in Yuri's hometown.
Demanded food, shelter, and all the rest.
And demanded a choreographed routine because Victor had promised that to him when he was a younger skater. He's still young, let's not kid ourselves. Yeah, it was just a complex kind of dynamic between the three of them. Victor ended up he's gonna create routines
for both of them.
To the same song but different
parts.
Or styles.
Yeah.
One's like lovely and one's more
sensual, is how I gathered it. And he's making them both be in their uncomfortable zones to see who does best. I'm expecting a decent amount of cringe in this episode, especially as Yuri tries to draw that out of him because he doesn't scream sensuality.
I'm sure Victor will be willing to help him out.
I'm sure he will. There might be some hands-on demonstrations happening.
Oh, baby.
But it'll be interesting to see how they respond. My vote is I think Yuri's going to win. Because I think he's got...
Which one? Oh.
Yuri.
Okay.
Yurio
Adam's going Yuri, Yurio. I'm going Yuri, Yuri.
Yurio is going to struggle with his, and he's going to complain about it. And Yuri's got a little dog in him. He's very kind and very sweet and very thoughtful, but I love that line from last episode. He hates losing. And you gotta have a little of that in you. It doesn't have to show, but it's gotta eat you up inside. And I think this is gonna be a fun episode.
Well, the first two were really fun.
Yes.
So I'm excited to continue here. So let's see what happens. Yuri on Ice episode 3 is coming right now.
Spin kick. Might be more than your coach.
Oh my god.
I also don't think it's a mistake that he gave Yuri arrows. It makes him uncomfortable, but he's also... Automatic nosebleed.
Oh my gosh.
国エロスでしたでしょ。で構成だけどクワドは何がいけそう？トールとサルコーは練習じゃいけるんですけど本番でも頑張ればできると思うんです。だからじゃあユーリは基礎練やってて先にユリオに教える。え？今ユーリができないことを僕は教えたりしないよ。君は今まで何回本番で失敗してきた？勝てるスキルがあるのになぜ発揮できない？それは多分自分に自信がない。
At least he knows.
ユーリに自信を持たせるのが俺の仕事だよ。世界中のみんなはまだユーリの本当のエロスを知ら
He's
ない。
like, but I want to.
それはユーリだって気がついていない魅力かもしれない。それを早く教えてくれないか？おいビクトル、俺先に教えたら。はーい。じゃユーリ、自分に
Sorry, I can't skate for the rest of the day.
よく考えていくように。僕にとってのエロスってなんだ？
まさか派切でこんなメンツが見れるなんて。いっぱいお客来るね。
These girls are just little entrepreneurs.
They're maniacal.
Super cute.
エロスの意味がわからなくて反日期それ？はあ、適当に答えとけよ。絶対ビクトルも深く考えてないって。ビクトルは天才だからそれでも成り立つんだよ。今回のプログラムって僕には物語が浮かび上がって見えたんだ。ある町に色男がやってくる。彼は次々と女たちを虜にしていく。そして彼は町一番の美女に狙いを定める。だが女はなびかない。女は男と駆け引きをするうちに正確な判断ができなくなって、ついには男に溺れる。そして今度は秋田とばかりに突き放し、また次の町へ。いやーかっこいい。大抵
Okay,
Wow, so hot. Take me.
before we get into that little graphic and animation reminded me of the animation for Harry Potter about the
Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
The story, the Peveril brothers story.
Anyway, I actually think part of that Eros that Victor saw was from that free skate. I think Yuri is self-conscious when people are watching and when he's just alone. He's just free to do it and he's not thinking about it. And I think that's one of the things that Victor saw in him from that video.
I think it's interesting that you have, like, in a sport like this, you have to create a story and you have to, like, create a storyline from the music because it is kind of like acting and putting on a show while you're executing incredibly difficult athletic moves.
I would be so bad at
I would be
this.
so bad at
So
this.
bad.
Yes, that story makes sense, and like I can see, like, if I was a good actor, like how you could make that come to life in your like attitude and your movement and stuff, but like
That doesn't even
But I'm not.
that doesn't even compute for me.
we're just brute strength people.
Yeah.
Brute strength.
But I like that he's taking it on, and as soon as he gets into this context of talking about it, he understands it. He's just gonna have to get over
His
his
self-consciousness.
and he's just gonna have to find that confidence, and that might be a fake it until you make it situation.
Baby, gotta fake it till you make it.
Well, he doesn't have much time because the Hot Springs competition is coming up. Do you want to coach or not? How bad do you want it?
I think he's gonna get after it. I'm looking forward to seeing him skate it. I think he's gonna figure it out.
なんか有利のイメージじゃねえな。だろ？絶対ビクトルの方で見たかったとか言われるんだよ。でもさ、ビクトルの真似したあの動画だってエロかったじゃん。いや、真似じゃダメなんだよ。それじゃあビクトルを超えられない。お前、マジでビクトルを超えられると思ってんの？
He's like, hold on, let's not get carried away.
違う違う。大体さ、恋愛経験乏しいお前が世界一モテる男に勝てるわけねえだろ。
I mean, he's not wrong.
何か違うんだよな。ビクトルがやってる通りだろ。今のユリオのままじゃ欲が前面に出すぎて全然アガペの無償の愛って感じがしない。自信を持つのはいいことだけど、この曲では見せつけるべきではないな。はあ？散々今まで自信満々に滑ってきたのビクトルだろ？じゃあビクトルにとってのアガペってなんだよ？ そんなのフィーリングなんだから言語化できるわけないだろ。いちいちそんなこと考えて滑ってるのか。おかしなやつだな、ユリオは。
This is tough for a young teenager.
Well, it's just a completely different process between Yuri and Yurio too. Yurio just thought he could copy it.
Gotta feel it.
僕だって23歳の成人男子。その気になれば大人の色気ぐらい。ねえねえ、お風呂入ってるとこネットにあげたいから写真撮
Oh,
ってよ。
gee.
ごめん、浴室での撮影は禁止なんだ。ダメだ。肉体的にもエロスになるのが遠いよ。エロス。それは正常な判断ができなくなるようなこと。僕にとって正常な判断が。
Food.
Pork katsu, or
わかった。カツ丼。
that.
僕のエロスだ。すいません。違いますよね。オッケー、それで行こう。
I'm gonna dance the pork cutlet.
恥ずかしい。発想が幼稚すぎるって絶対思われてるよ。ユーリ、もっと卵を絡めるようにカツ丼をイメージして。はい。次ユリオ。
He's getting better.
寺かな。ダメならちょっと言ってくれ。フリーレンズが汚いよ。
The hair for him helps.
Oh my gosh, I keep staring at his hair flopping around. Oh.
That hurts.
When's the last time you did a quad toe loop and fell? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm more falling on the ice with no hockey pants on.
まあ、滝かな。滝。
Gotta connect with your softer side.
なんで僕まで。どうでもいい。さ、何がアガペだ。
That's your problem.
ユーラチカ、お前が一番上手だったぞ。
ちーちゃん、また明日も一緒に練習来てくれる？もっと上手に滑れるよ。ママが来なくても僕大丈夫だから。
おい、ユリオ。大丈夫？もう滝行やめとこ。
But that's close to what you want. Little backstory.
Little backstory, little humanity there. Well, maybe why he's such a meanie. Did his mom die when he was young and he was raised by his grandpa? Definitely deduced a lot from that
Yes.
short scene there, you know.
Or she's at work.
I'm really trying to dig deep here. Why is Yurio the way he is?
It's interesting how he's trying to get them into those feelings to get it. And I think that's probably, I think I'm speaking from zero experience, how you identify with that. And I liked Yuri's approach of, okay, so I haven't experienced Eros in a physical sense with another person.
Sad virgins.
But I love pork.
But he's envisioning, and it's funny, like, you say it like that and it's kind of off the wall. He gets the point, so he can kind of understand it. I mean, in a short time frame, I mean, maybe that's the best you can do.
I'm supposed to elicit a feeling of passion and sexual love, and I feel it for pork cutlets.
I mean, you're a foodie, you can get there.
I mean, not like that.
You have cried over a meal before.
Yeah, that was emotional. That was like spiritual, okay? It was not Eros love. It was bordering on agape, you know?
It's just a very interesting concept and something. I like to relate this back to other sports. I have never done this in a sport I've played. Obviously.
Yeah, Adam's like, oh, ouch. It's like falling without hockey pants.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. No, I'm just saying, like, hitting the ice when you're trying to do something and you're not wearing any protection hurts. That was kind of my point.
There's this one time, so in Canada, obviously, especially when we were growing up, it was so much colder in the winter now than it is now. So I loved to skate in the winter, but when I was like really, really little, I didn't really know how to stop yet because like you're little. And so they had like barriers around the rink. And I was coming towards this barrier and I couldn't stop, so I kind of just like ran into it. And my head snapped forward and my nose just started gushing blood. I learned how to stop after that.
Like seeing Victor for the first time. Can we talk about how graphic that nosebleed was?
Oh my gosh, that was like a fire hydrant.
They do a good job of making this incredibly entertaining.
They do.
急にそんな無防備な顔。
Inosuke.
まあ、ビクトルは長浜ラーメン食べに行ったらしいよ。なに？こっちも行くぞ。服すな。ビクトルまだ来ないね。朝方まで飲んでたらしいじゃん。
Oh.
ユリオ。あ、なんだ。4回転サルコーを教えてください。頼む。
Wow. He really has no reason to help him.
おい、カツ丼。一回俺がやるの見てろよ。お待たせ。あれ、今何の練習してたの？振りの確認しよう。
Nothing.
アガペ、無償の愛。俺にとって。
Oh.
じいちゃん。
He found it.
アガペが見つかったようだ。ネクストステージに進めるか。
It's all going on according to plan.
僕もカツ丼というエロスを演じても、その先があるってこと。まだ見つからない。このプログラムを通す大きな串みたいなものがまだ足りない気がする。
それで明日の衣装ってどうすんの？
ああ、忘れてた。何も持ってきてねえよ。そこは大丈夫。ロシアから俺が今まで来てた。
Oh my gosh.
トンチキな衣装多いよな。これ去年のグランプリファイナルの。おい、俺より目立つの選ぶなよ。ああ、これ世界ジュニアの時の。ああ、その時は髪が長くて男女両方をイメージした衣装にしたんだ。
Oh.
そうか。これに決めた。
ああ、スタジオで練習したい？こんな時間に？
美奈子先生。教えてほしいことがあるんだ。
No, I don't think it's going where I think it's going.
This is also going to be a safe sport violation.
My instinct. I don't think that's what it is.
Oh, he's got the slick going.
新ショートプログラムはビクトル・ニキフォロフ振り付け。今日がそのお披露目対決ということで、お二人に意気込みを伺いましょう。この後派切で温泉入ったりしてもらえれば。ちょっと観光アピールじゃなくて自己アピール頼むよ。ユーリは二人もいらない。ぶっ殺す。それ惜しかったセリフもらえたよ。スパシーバスパシーバ。さあ、それでは最後に突然高知行へと転身したビクトル・ニキフォロフさん、どうぞ。あーい、派切よかとこ一度はおいで。ビクトル何やってんの？今日の対決が一気に安っぽくなるからやめろ。俺らの戦いちゃんと見定めてくれんだろうな。勝った方の願いを聞いてくれるんだよね。もちろんだよ。絶対忘れてたな。
He has a hard time remembering what he said was going to happen. There's a lot of people there.
こんなに人が集まるの何年ぶり？
He's nervous.
ユリオくん、そろそろ出番だよ。
Ooh, it's the see-through costume.
That doesn't seem to fit his...
But neither does the choreography. Wow.
She's having trouble. But I'm saying that see-through costume doesn't seem to fit Agape to me. It's too flashy.
世界ジュニア連覇。シニアデビューをビクトル・ニキフォロフの振り付けで華々しく飾りたい。ユーリ・プリセツキー。
Don't watch. Just do your own thing. Focus on you. Divide, go.
曲は
愛についてアガペさあ最初のジャンプはトリプルアクセル決まりました。みんなユリオのアガペに引き込まれてる。わかる。練習と全然違う。あの時からユリオの演技が変わったんだ。この美しく成長し続けるモンスターから目が離せない。
He shouldn't have watched.
Yeah.
いよいよ公式試合では封印してきた4回転。しかも演技後半です。4回転サルコー。
Nailed it.
解禁しました。さあそして最後のジャンプは
He's gonna fall.
トーループ決まった。
Oh.
恐るべき15歳、
Mm.
全てのジャンプを決めてみせました。じいちゃんごめん。まだこのスネに精一杯でアガペイとか考えきれねえ。最後は得意のコンビネーションスピンです。
Is he thinking that in his head?
Mm-hmm.
すごい圧巻の演技。これは今シーズンが楽しみです。
That seems like it went pretty well.
俺はユリオ、今まで見た中では一番良かったよ。
Wait, why was he saying all that stuff at the end?
I think that he was not thinking about his grandfather. Like, that's the person who
Was
kind of showed
evoking
him.
that, like,
Yeah, and then he was just lost in the moment and then kind of realized, because I think he was trying to channel that feeling with his grandfather, and then it just kind of went natural as he was skating.
but why was it, so he was like, that was bad?
Maybe he thought he should have been actively thinking about it instead of just skating. But that seems like it went really well for him.
Victor said that that was the best he's ever seen him skate. So he was like, oh, this needs to end.
Is Yuri on Ice just gonna switch from Yuri to Yurio for the rest of the season now? I think he might coach them both.
Well, that's what I'm figuring, because he completely forgot that he had to pick a winner.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's where this is going, but I can't imagine how hard it is to animate figure skating moves.
They've done a really good job. Like, he looked smooth.
Yeah,
That
I
was-
was like, this is actually quite impressive that they're able to, like, get that flow.
Do you think that's harder than volleyball?
Well, they always, like, are flashing to different things in the volleyball one.
Fair enough.
I don't think Yuri should have watched.
I don't think so
Because now
either.
he's going to feel pressure to
In his
beat
head.
him, and he's going to get in his head, he's going to overthink, he's not probably going to not nail the quad. Was he going to do a quad?
I think he was hoping to, but I don't know if he actually landed on it.
You know what? Here's my prediction. Yuri's gonna mess up his program. Yurio's gonna think that he has it in the bag. And then Victor's gonna be like, I'm coaching both of you anyway. And then Yurio's gonna be really mad.
I think Yuri's gonna find it, and I think he's gonna skate a great program.
Optimist, pessimist.
All
This
right.
is how we live, okay?
Let's find out.
破節の観客を虜にしたユーリ・プリセツキー。すごいな。確実にシニアのトップクラス入りするレベルだ。そうだ。僕が負けてしまえばビクトルはロシアに帰ってしまう。やだ。
He's on the spiral.
勝ちたい。勝ちたい。ユーリ。出番だよ。僕すっごく美味しいカツ丼になるんでしっかり僕だけを見ててください。約束ですよ。
もちろんさ。カツ丼大好きだよ。
それではご紹介しましょう。日本を代表するスケーター、そして遅咲きのニュースター、勝木優里。
I like that outfit better.
曲は愛についてエロス。
Well, the one was white, it's like purity, and this
Yeah.
one is more provocative.
大好きなカツ丼を食べたい気持ちを思い出して演じるそうです。
Did they just announce that?
Yeah.
だけどユーリはただのカツ丼じゃないわよ。
I can't believe they announced that on the speaker.
知ってる。
It's
I can feel
amazing
your
what they
smile.
do with the animation. They have just such different feels to them.
This has got more of a salsa tango vibe.
Yeah.
Why did he put that out there? I'm so embarrassed.
評価高いもんね。女性らしい動きを教えてほしいんだ。
Okay.
色男が僕じゃなくて、色男を落とす町一番の美女になってみる。
Oh.
大きく変えるわけじゃないけど、
Interesting.
僕の中ですごく似ている感情なんだ。
あいつ何真顔で言ってんだと思ったけど、踊りにその感情がちゃんと入って変わった。
さあ、イーグルからのトリプルアクセル。
しかしこれはきついな。体力あるからって後半に全部ジャンプ持ってくるとか無理だろう。
あっと4回転サルコーステップアウト。
He almost landed it.
とかこらえました。
まあだよな。
焦るな。こんなミスぐらいじゃ私の魅力は失われない。他のどの女よりも私がいいんだって。なぜだって。4回転トーループ3回。
Ooh.
ラストに43って正気かよ。しかも成功させやがった。
Wow. He was good. One little mistake.
おかえりじゃねえよ。今まで見たことないユーリだったら一時も目が離せなかった。こいつは今シーズンが楽しみになってきたな。ユーリー、あんな美味しそうなカツ丼初めて見たよ。素晴らしい。
ありがとうございます。
ただ一つ言っていいかい？
はい。
あのイーグルからのトリプルアクセルはなんだ？練習した中で一番最悪だ。ユーリー？
ユリオくん、ちょっと。結果も聞かないで帰るの？
He knows.
聞かなくたってわかるだろ。あんなヤコフのとこで俺は続ける。
What?
ダスピターニ
そっか。
ャ、勘違いするな。ファイナルで優勝するのは俺だから。そう言っとけ。
Setting up the final showdown.
Wow.
本戦オンアイスは勝木優里選手の勝利となりました。さあそれでは一言お願いします。
ビクトルと一緒に今度のグランプリファイナルで優勝を目指します。これからも応援よろしくお願いします。ラストシーズンをかけた戦いがここから始まる。
It's so interesting how he was able to flip his mindset. He was trying to be somebody he wasn't, and it wasn't until he acknowledged, okay, maybe I'm not that person.
Yeah.
But here's what I bring to the table, and here's how I can use it. And I think that was really cool to see.
Be yourself.
I love that he completely flipped the script and is like, no, this is not going to be about the man pursuing all the women. It's about the woman and the way that he was able to embrace his femininity. He's like finding himself, everybody. This is great.
Yeah, and it's interesting. They kind of led through the whole episode. Like, Victor got into the bathtub and was like, take a picture of me, I look great. And then he sits down and Yuri's sitting there thinking, I don't look like that. Like, that's not my, call it Eros or whatever. It's not as in your face or whatever. It's more subtle.
Peacocking.
And to lean into that and then know when to ask for help. I thought that was really cool to see.
That was a twist I didn't see coming, and I'm really happy that they did that. When he went and knocked on the door, I think you all know where my mind went, and I am so glad that it was actually the complete opposite.
Wait, what did you think was gonna happen?
I thought he went to be like, I need some experience here.
Oh, see, I was assuming he was going for dance help, but like teach me how to be.
Oh wow,
like,
okay.
yes.
Forgot I said anything.
Sarah's head's in the gutter.
No, but I like what happened so much more
Yeah.
because it's like showing him on his journey to like self-discovery and like self-confidence, and I feel like this anime is probably very progressive.
Do you know how old it is?
2016, I think.
Yeah, okay. It's also such a great message for athletes because there's no one way to do things, and you learn like the technique and everything is important. You have to be able to land your jumps and do that, but you also have to compete within yourself and with who you are, and the best athletes are able to kind of channel that and find that, and so that was really cool to see.
For those of you who understand figure skating, does it matter when
No.
does it matter when in the program you do your jumps? Like the fact that Yuri backloaded all of his jumps because he has the stamina, like is that taken into consideration when the judges are making their, like giving their judgments? Or is it just like check the boxes, he executed XYZ and the timing doesn't matter? You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's more impressive.
Physically, yes. I would be curious. I think the only reason that would matter, like thinking through it from a judging standpoint, would be if it actually adds to your difficulty rating.
Well, I
If they
feel like
take
it
the
kind of
sequence out.
does.
Well, it definitely makes it harder, but I don't know whether they would count the order in their technical ranking of that.
Because if it doesn't matter, get them done when you're fresh.
Well, but the other argument for that was you want to find your flow and skate and feel the ice. I would imagine that helps.
Let us know. I'm curious. I was thinking about that when I was watching Yuri's program.
I had to laugh at the spread eagle move. That's not.
I've never heard that as an official term.
Yeah, not for figure skating, I didn't think.
Oh my.
Interesting that Yurio just conceded and was like, yeah, I see the writing on the wall
Well,
here.
he just knew, which was crazy because I thought he did.
Even
I thought
though
he
he-
skated a good routine.
Yeah, his execution was flawless.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that he's like, okay, yeah.
In honesty, this would not have been, like if I was looking at a list of anime that I was going to watch, this wouldn't have been something that I would have picked. But I am thoroughly enjoying it. Like,
Oh,
it's
I love this.
It's really good.
I love this.
Really good.
Can't wait to watch more. We asked a few questions. Please help us out and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Yuri on Ice coming next week. Bye!